Amazing, just difference
No.
on 95.
I don't even think about it usually, but I should, because obviously if there's a crash, I could be stuck for an hour.
Here we go, we're good. We're
So
rolling.
we were hoping to just have you walk through, because we don't have it in writing, but
Sure.
I wanted to make sure that we're saying it exactly as you're saying. So if you
Sure.
could walk us through the retirement
Sure.
part of this package proposal, we'd love to hear that.
So 4 things. We're
Okay.
gonna drop the request for the 120 cap.
Okay,
That's going away.
got it.
The medicals, we're asking for the medical stipend at 20 years. And so for ease of note taking, we would ask that that medical stipend not count towards that 95 cap.
Got it.
And then the fourth, second for you, but fourth in my mind would be, we'll study the COLA at 20 with a touchstone would be nice. Some kind of a triggering clause or something like that, some kind of an amount.
And what is, just to, you gotta give me.
Well, yeah, so here's the thing, right? If they do the study and we don't have a number, let's say we agree on the number, I don't know, $45,000, right? So then if the study comes back and it's under 45, the COLA would then automatically kick in. We would get the COLA, or
You're saying you
because-
wanna make the COLA study with almost like what the city would be willing to.
yes,
Accept.
right,
or
because
you would
with
agree to what the number is.
because without that, no
Do you
matter
have a
what
number
the
in mind?
COLA, I don't have any idea what it's going to be.
It's difficult to wrap that up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just leaves us, you know.
Yeah, I don't think a dollar number is a good way to do it. I would think a percentage of the pension value or something like that would be a better way to do that.
I would need to, go ahead.
What's your, sit there, don't even just.
Yeah, this is going to be rolling.
Oh, I won't say that. I know you got it. Confused? Dude, okay, never mind. Go back in. No, you have it in general law. That's
All right, sorry about that. So I'm just trying to get, and maybe I'm not expressing it well. I'm just trying to get something so we all know it's going to come back at some kind of a cost, right? What's too much and what's too little, otherwise I'm basically agreeing to nothing other than that you guys are going to do a study, right? And let's say the study comes back at at $45,000, there's nothing to prevent the city from coming back and say, well, we only had 44 to put towards it, so we're not going to do that.
Yeah, in order to close a contract though, right, we'd have to know that number. So you'd have to propose the number that you'd be, is it 45,000, that if it's less than, the city would agree to it, if it's more than,
Yeah,
the city doesn't have to.
I don't know, because we've never studied the COLA before, so I don't have a reasonable number to
Well, that's
give
what we're
you.
at too, right? So
Right,
we can't really
right.
agree to
Let me throw this idea out there. The city would be in a better position to know what number they could and couldn't live with. And if if you go back to the city and everything looks good except for that number, then I would tell you, come back with a number you can live with.
I'm 100% down with that. You always talk to
Yeah,
me.
now you gotta lead.
That's you leading.
That's all right. We'll listen now.
But my work gets into that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's an investment. It's legit. Because I told them, I just can't do it. I have something that never let me spend any of my months. I was just going over there. It's something like it's just in my essence. Not let me do that. You know what I mean? It's the weirdest. I can't do it. So I was like, it'll either be gifted to me. Yeah, a lot of. There's only a few exceptions to that rule. That's it. I just think that's it.
Yeah, I did. Apologize to the young girl in IT that I scared the crap out of. She wasn't wearing a name tag, so I don't know her name. I apologize.
Oh, Anna?
She tried to come out the door and my big butt was in the way. She didn't like that much. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think I fully understand as proposed. We just want to make sure, it's exact. That is the offer. This is the, package deal to council. So I don't think we're missing anything if we say, really the year two, because you say on the sheet of paper, if you desire, is not a necessary or integral part of that offer. It can just be the year one with the retirement, or if we desire year two. Is that accurate as well? Does the year two have to be part of it? That's just so I'm getting your offer right.
The year two, you mean the portion of the
wages?
Of the wages?
Well, if we're going to push off the COLA to year two, then yes, the year two would be critical, be a critical part of it, right?
I just want to understand the package.
Yeah.
So it's not if you desire. This is the total package, which would be a year one, year two, which looks like about 5% on one, and then the retirement, which we have. You want the medical stipend at 20 years.
Right.
You don't want that to count towards your cap. That's
Correct.
Existing cap. We're not
Correct.
touching
We're
cap.
not touching the cap.
And then you want the city to study a COLA, just similar to what IUPA did, except for you specifically want to study not just giving them a COLA, but having a COLA at 20 years, correct?
Correct. Because they don't have a COLA at all.
Exactly.
So it would.
And you have it at 25.
We have it at 25, so
Right.
it would be the cost of moving it from 25 to 20.
How much is that incremental cost there?
Right.
And you also want to know, once we get that, what would the city be comfortable with in terms of if that study comes back at X number, what would the city be willing to accept
Right.
based on our independent actuarial report?
Right.
Good?
Because that's good.
That's it?
That's it.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
I say easy because I can understand it.
Right.
That's-
Yeah, if we're going to agree to do the COLA study in year two, obviously we'd need a year two of the contract. Right. So that's where we
Captured
stand.
So, as you know, we're going into the holiday seasons. I will reach out to the city manager and see when he would like to, for us to present this to council. I can't tell you when that will be, but let's say probably hopefully within 2 to 3 weeks. And I will, once I have that, I will reach out to you with that date and schedule something shortly thereafter with us.
Okay. Yeah. Quick as we can do it would be better for everybody. 'Cause,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
and it's kind of like a take it or leave it deal. So if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But the quicker we know that, the better. Yeah. I know we've not done retro before, but if it becomes extended because we're waiting on the city, then retro would be something that would be fair, right? Like if it takes 2 weeks, that's one thing, but if it takes 2 months and we're after the first of the year, that's something completely different.
I will share that with council. You know the stance
I do.
of council in prior years, but I will provide as such.
Right, but at this point, the answer is we're waiting on the council. Nobody's waiting on anything but them at this point. Right?
Right.
Okay.
So, anything?
That's it.
All right.
Thank
you
you
very
all.
much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I can't forget 'em.